Opening prayer. Lord God, we pray in thanksgiving for bringing us safely to this day. May we be truly thankful for the gift of education and for the family, friends and staff members whose support has made this journey possible. Bless all those who graduate today. May they know your great love for them, and may they always seek goodness, beauty and truth in all they do. May they use their many gifts wisely and generously, and work always for the good of the whole human family. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Please be seated.
Pro-Chancellor, distinguished colleagues, guests, and of course graduates, I have the honor of declaring this graduation ceremony open. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 7th of our 2023 graduation ceremonies. Today we are here to celebrate your success as you graduate amongst friends, family, peers, and university staff here at Leeds Trinity University. Your graduation ceremony today officially marks the formal completion of your studies and the beginning of new challenges as you start your professional careers or continue on to further study. What you have achieved should not be underestimated. Studying for a degree is intellectually and mentally demanding. It requires a great deal of hard work, perseverance, and determination. It is a major personal commitment and investment in your future, one of the biggest you'll ever make. But studying for a degree also demonstrates confidence, belief in your abilities, and an ambition to succeed. And following years of hard work and dedication, you've done it. And today is a day of joy and celebration. It is my pleasure and honor to celebrate with you, and I know I speak for everyone here when I say how proud we are of each and every one of you. But today is also about the people who have supported you throughout your educational journey. Parents, carers, grandparents, aunts, uncles, husbands, wives, partners, children, teachers, friends, and employers. Their contribution has been invaluable, and I am delighted to see so many here today to join this celebration. I am also honored to stand here today with my colleagues, your lecturers, tutors, and professional services staff who have supported you during your studies, providing you with knowledge and inspiration. Thank you to all. When I look out at all of you today, I feel a huge sense of pride in what you have achieved. You have made the most of the opportunities available to you at university, persevered in your studies, and have excelled to graduate today. I think the theme of education for hope encapsulates what days like today are all about. Education has the power to make positive change in the world. It can broaden minds, challenge assumptions, and inspire hope for the future. It also connects strongly with our values and belief that every individual, regardless of their background or route into education, should be supported to achieve their true potential. And it is brought to life by you all today. I'd like to take the opportunity to mention just a few students who have excelled during their time here. For example, Kara Kassali is graduating today with a degree in primary education, early years. Kara is the first member of her family to attend university and has kept a positive outlook and approach throughout her studies to achieve her degree. You will hear more about this later when she gives our vote of thanks in this ceremony. Well done, Kara. Koshwant Rator also graduates today with a degree in primary education early years. And thanks to their hard work, dedication, and commitment, has been recognized with the Vice Chancellor's Prize for Academic Excellence. Congratulations, Koshwant. And Amy Hindle has completed a degree in primary education later years, having dedicated herself to making a difference and an impact. She has received the Institute of Childhood and Education Prize for Academic Excellence. Well done, Amy. This is just a flavor of some of the stories, and we are so very proud of every single one of you here today. Your time here at Leeds Trinity has provided you with knowledge and professional experience, ready for the world of work or further study. You have become independent adults, rounded individuals, and hopefully made friends for life. You may even have met your future partner. What is clear is that we have been incredibly privileged to see you develop and grow into inspiring individuals with bright futures ahead of you. And today, we celebrate the success of you, our 2023 graduates. Please remember this moment. Remember the people around you who have been on this journey with you, and the many others who have supported you. We are all immensely proud of you and your achievements. So look to the future with optimism and take your talents to the world. Congratulations, well done, and the very best of luck. I now invite the Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Ed Anderson, CBE, to give his address.
Vice-Chancellor, academia, graduates, or I should probably correctly say graduands, those who are about to graduate, and guests. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here today to share in this day of celebration for you in my capacity as Pro-Chancellor of this university, and I'm really looking forward to greeting you all as I hand your certificate when you become our newest graduates. Many, many congratulations to all of you who are graduating today. So I've just got a few thoughts before we get on with the ceremony, if you'll bear with me. Firstly, just to really reinforce what the Vice-Chancellor was saying about how proud we are of you all, and I know that you will all be very proud of your achievements. And equally, as the Vice-Chancellor said, I know you will appreciate the support that you've had from your families and friends and other supporters over the course of your studies at Leeds Trinity, and also, very much so, all the staff here at the university who've supported you during your time here. And I know that you will remember to thank them all. But perhaps now's a moment for a big whoop and a big applause for everyone who's helped you along the way. How about it? So that sentiment of appreciation, I suggest, should apply not just today, but also to everything that happens after you leave here. Do take pride in everything that you achieve and always make a point of thanking those who help you along the way. My second thought is just to encourage you perhaps to think the unthinkable. There will be times in your life when opportunities occur and you realize you've got a choice between doing something that's perhaps a bit less scary and perhaps going for the more scary option. And all I'm saying really is to just keep your mind open to opportunities as they arise, and perhaps be prepared to stretch yourselves and even perhaps to take some risks. And there are many examples of world-famous people doing things that appear to us to be impossible. And if we look back in history, we all know, for example, that Beethoven composed much of his best music when he was completely deaf, which is just extraordinary. And that Albert Einstein was autistic and dyslexic. And then with many inspirational role models, for example, the former deputy head teacher, Deborah James, who died last year, and was an inspirational example of someone facing up to adversity to raise millions of pounds for charity with her campaigning to raise awareness of bowel cancer while knowing that she did not have long to live. Our capacity as human beings to take on new challenges and achieve the impossible can be truly amazing. My third suggestion is to make sure that you do things in your lives to try and make the world a better place. And I think this resonates very strongly with the values and Catholic mission of Leeds Trinity University. There are so many opportunities to volunteer our time in order to make a difference. In Leeds alone, there are estimated to be around 3,500 charities and voluntary groups, and across West Yorkshire, around 14,000. And those voluntary groups and charities do absolutely vital work. A lot of it is under the radar. Largely the people who get involved aren't looking for any recognition at all, but they actually provide the glue that holds society together. And we saw a stunning example of this, didn't we, during COVID, right across the country and further afield, when existing groups sprang into action, new groups emerged to provide help to communities and individuals who needed it most. And the volunteering took a huge variety of forms, but it did result in many people surviving those months of lockdown when they wouldn't otherwise have done so. There was an amazing wave of kindness sweeping across the nation during COVID, but as many remarked at the time, that volunteering effort wasn't just needed during COVID, it was already needed before that. And my goodness, it's certainly needed now with inflation and the cost of living crisis. I know that many of you will have been involved in volunteering during your time as a student, so I'm probably preaching very much to the converted. And I'm sure that as you graduate today, you will be determined to take some of the many opportunities to make that difference. In my role as Lord Lieutenant of West Yorkshire, the King's representative in the county, I have the absolute privilege of meeting many people and voluntary groups that work tirelessly to improve the lives of others. I could keep you for the rest of the day giving you stories about that and examples, but I'm time limited. So I'm just going to very quickly mention 3 examples. There's a group called Homeless Street Angels that was formed by 2 twin sisters who'd lost their other sister to an overdose. And they now spend all their time helping others, handing out hot and cold food, clean clothes, toiletries, and more to people on the streets of Leeds who need help. The second example is called Andy's Man's Club. It was started in Halifax by some family members who'd been struck by personal tragedy about 7 years ago. And it's a group where men could come together in a safe space to talk about their mental health issues and anxieties. And that model has been rolled out nationally, and it's completely volunteer-led. It's used by around 2,000 people now and involves 500 trained volunteer facilitators. The third group is actually just round the corner from here at a centre associated with St. Margaret's Church. And they are called Horsforth Community Cafe. And they use surplus food to provide meals to people who otherwise wouldn't have them. But they also provide that companionship to people who otherwise would be suffering from loneliness. So just 3 examples that I find really inspiring. And I just have this privilege of meeting so many wonderful people in West Yorkshire who do selflessly devote themselves to trying to improve the lives of others. And I'm always blown away and inspired when I meet them. And it makes me feel hopeful for the future. As you leave Leeds Trinity University and embark on the next phases of your lives, it's natural to perhaps feel a little apprehensive about what the future will bring. You might even be feeling apprehensive now about that long walk from one side of this chapel to the other to receive your certificate. This is completely natural, but I hope that as a result of your time here, you will also feel a real sense of excitement and optimism. A world of hope and opportunities awaits you. So my thoughts today are, be proud of your achievements and remember to thank those who help you along the way. Be ambitious and ready to try things that may appear impossible, and leave here in a spirit of optimism about this great adventure that awaits you, and be determined to do things in your lives that will help to make the world a better place. Warmest congratulations once again to all of you who are graduating today, and I wish you every success and happiness for the future. Thank you.
We now move to the conferment of awards and presentation of prizes for our graduands. My name is Dr. Amy Quickfall. I'm the head of School for Teacher Education, and I'm delighted to present the prizes and awards from the Institute of Childhood and Education. Pro-Chancellor, I am pleased to present the following. For the award of Bachelor of Arts in Primary Education Early Years, aged 3 to 7, I present Eliza Ashfaq. Caitlin Beasley. Rachel Beeston. Habiba Begum. Chloe Blake. Helen Boot. Sarah Brooke. Jessica Brown. Brogan Ball Griffiths. Evie Byrne. Cara Casserly. Alicia Clark. Celia Davis. Holly Devaney. Mia Dimbleby. Amelia Evans. Millie Eyre. Natasha Fishburn. Aisling Follen. Emily Galland. Emily Garrett. Ellie Goddard. Lucy Hamill. Tia Hindle. Olivia Hodge. Regan Hunt. Nimra Hussain. Lydia Ingram. Ellie Jordan. Abby Kelly. Annika Kitchen. Rebecca Lee. Alicia Lone. Nabila Lubsa Latif. Leah Melcher. Blue Miles. Bernadetta Mucha. Dalazina Mongomo Thor. Libby Parlett. Emily Pawson. Izzy Pawson. Charlie Powell. Tara Proud. The following graduand is also the recipient of the Vice-Chancellor's Prize for Academic Excellence, Kushwant Ratul. Neve Riley. Olivia Ripley. Jessica Ripley Hill. Ellen Roberts. Alicia Rogers. Saba Shaheen. Emily Sharp. Erica Shield. Grace Whiten. Amber Yates. For the award of Bachelor of Arts in Primary Education, later years, aged 5 to 11, I present Aisha Ahmed. Heather Allred. Kazima Arshad. Isba Asim. Ruth Barlow. The following graduand is also the recipient of the School Prize for Academic Excellence, Jessica Barron. Megan Bartram. James Beck. Madia Begum. Najida Begum. Hannah Bentley. Vicky Bottomley. Tracy Carlisle. Melissa Clegg. Isabel Cocker. Emily Coe. Elizabeth Cutter. Kira Daly. Megan Dawson. Jodie Firth. Isabel Fox. Sky Foxton. Armina Gaffor. Holly Gilson. Beth Green. Ellie Guy, Jade Hamill, Francesca Hayden, Tia Herman, Evie Hewson, Beth Hill. The following graduand is also the recipient of the Institute of Childhood and Education Prize for Academic Excellence, Amy Hindle. Zuleika Iqbal, Emma Johnson, Sarah Keeley, Ikra Khalid, Ikra Khan, Nazmin Kusa, Molly Lee. Samantha Linney, Natalie Litchfield, Aisha Mahmood, Elvira Mananova, Rebecca Marcon, Megan McNutt, Connor Miller. Taylor Milner, Alex Mulhern, Annika Naylor, Elizabeth Pepper Hilton, Helen Rashid, Caitlin Rayner, Megan Rainey, Chloe Taylor, Lucy Taylor, Victoria Taylor, Eve Toynton, Molly Trevor, Grace Valentine, Diana Vetrala, Angela Wayne, Grace White, Claudia Wilson, Mackenzie Withington. For the award of Certificate of Higher Education in Primary Education, Early Years, aged 3 to 7, I present Elizabeth Marzi. And that concludes the presentation of awards and prizes.
I now invite Professor Lee Hoth from the Institute of Childhood and Education to give the congratulatory address. Thank
you. Good morning. I've had the privilege to teach many of you over the last 3 years. I'd actually forgotten how rowdy a bunch you were. But it's going to be remiss of me if I don't try and squeeze a little bit more science into your time at university before you leave. So please just indulge me for the next few minutes. I'm going to talk to you about the notion of power, which is defined in physics as being equal to work done over time. Your power, your output, will increase with your experiences engaging young learners as you refine your planning and your approaches. You'll become better at working out who needs what in your class, recognising where your real strengths lie and how to develop those to your advantage. You will discover that the power to teach for progress, for ambition, for excellence, and most importantly, for the children and young people you are there for. Let's talk about making education powerful. The education system has the power to change young people's lives. It can enable them to aspire to be astronauts, doctors, hairdressers, footballers. It's a medium that creates and shapes dreams. It has the power to make them come true as well. Children will tell you about their hopes for the future, and they will aim high and quite often very left field. One of the jobs for you as a teacher is to support those young people in developing their self-belief that they can dream big, that they can achieve great things. Whilst that might not actually result in them being the next Tim Peake, it will allow them to have confidence in their own abilities to make change for the better. The work that you do with children over time will shape the future of the next generation, so think of the power in that. I think back to what I remember from school, and yes, it was quite a long time ago now, but I have some outstandingly clear memories, as vivid now as when they took place 40 years ago. I remember Friday afternoons in year 1 where Miss Gibb used to give us fruit gums to see who could make them last the longest, a strategy that I now realise was to keep us quiet, and one that probably wouldn't get past the Healthy Schools agenda today. I remember Mrs Johnson in year 4 refusing to help me put an earring back in, and I was really upset that it had come out, and she said to me, well, somebody of your age shouldn't have your ears pierced. I remember Mrs Kennedy in year 5 commenting openly on a score in a maths test, and just that mixture of sheer embarrassment and pride because I was the first person to get full marks. I remember going to the same Mrs Johnson to say that I couldn't see my artwork on the wall, and she told me that was because it wasn't good enough. I remember Mr Brown picking me to play in the rugby team and spending time talking science with me before school, and he was my favourite teacher of all years. I remember year 4 with Mrs Johnson being one of the most miserable as a child. When you start with your first class, you will have a sense of something that you've not had before, and your own class is a really, really special thing. I can't articulate what it's like to have your own classroom, your own class, and have to be a proper grown-up. It's nothing short of absolutely terrifying and fabulous in equal measure. You'll be told what you have to teach. That comes from our national curriculum and the school's version of this. What you do as a teacher is bring that curriculum to life. You develop expertise allowing you to work out the best way to teach that content to those children. That's the real skill of the teacher, and something that ChatGPT won't ever be able to do. As a teacher, you will shape how you teach based on the needs of the children in front of you, and there's no one right way. But you will take into account the context of those young people, their life experiences outside, the culture of the school and its ethos, and from that you will create lessons that take content written on a piece of paper and bring it alive in your classroom. And this is pedagogy, and pedagogy isn't a power, it's your superpower. And the reason that I tell you this comes back to that idea of power, that as a teacher you have a choice to make in terms of who you are going to be. Throwaway comments can damage, throwaway comments can disable hope in children. They have the power to send a child home in tears. But as a teacher, you can also send a child home with a smile in their hearts, bursting with pride, because despite the fact that their drawing of a cat looked like a squashed ferret, it's on the wall. A comment to a child that shows that you value them, their effort, their presence in your class and their being. This is such a gift to be able to give. When you're drawn into the day-to-day of the classroom and having planning to do, marking that was needed yesterday, sports day to practice for, the end-of-year rehearsals, the children that have special educational needs and the ones that just need you, it's easy to lose sight of the impact that we might be having. Never forget the power that you hold. The one thing that you say to a child may be carried with them for many, many years to come. And make sure you use that power to be remembered for the good. Do not be a Mrs. Johnson. I would now like to introduce Cara Casserly to give the vote of thanks.
Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, respected guests, academic staff, friends, family, and of course my fellow graduates. To begin, I would like to say thank you for the opportunity to deliver the vote of thanks today. The past 3 years have certainly been a whirlwind of emotions, experiencing the highs and lows of inspiring and shaping the future generation. I am sure that for many of us, stress and chaos has paid one too many visits. However, as we sit here today in our caps and gowns, we can now call ourselves graduates of 2023. Writing this speech has provided me with the opportunity to share and celebrate the accomplishments and memories made at Leeds Trinity University. It is my belief that such accomplishments and memories will continue to shape and define our future practice. On my first day of being here, an overwhelming range of emotions transpired. I felt as though I was entering the school gates for the first time all over again, feeling apprehensive but excited as I began to embark on my new adventure. As we sat in a COVID-friendly chapel, a million thoughts raced through my mind. I began to contemplate the future that lays ahead. What if the work is too hard, and what if the workload gets the better of me? I can now stand here and say that such uncertainties did not dictate the progress, skills and qualities that I and my fellow graduates have gained throughout our university experience. Admittedly, our path in becoming qualified educators has most certainly had its low points. Even so, it is my belief that the highlights and friendships made hold much more value and importance, and will therefore last a lifetime. I am confident that this is the case for most of us graduating today. We have now acquired both the knowledge and understanding of our subject, and today we have officially got the degree. However, university travels much more beyond that. The skills and attributes we have gained, such as resilience, patience, independence, and cooperation, have not only developed us as aspiring educators, but they are also attributes in which we can apply to every aspect of life. In addition to this, we can now cherish the experiences gained and treasured amongst friends, academic staff, and other professionals within our chosen field. At times, the workload, content, and expectations have been overwhelming and tricky. I am sure that I do not just speak for myself when I say the feeling of giving up frequently crossed my mind. However, such challenges have enabled us to fulfill our potential, confront our fears and doubts, and with increased resolve and dedication, conquer our academic goals. Prior to university, I convinced myself that the likelihood of getting a degree was slim, as it was always something that felt unachievable. However, I stand here today proud and grateful for the opportunities that have now opened up so many doors, allowing my insecurities to fade and my confidence to grow. The opportunities provided, along with the experiences gained at Leeds Trinity University, has certainly played a central role, and for that I will be forever grateful. We should be incredibly proud of both the accomplishments we have made and the obstacles we have conquered throughout our time at Leeds Trinity University. I believe that I will not be alone in saying that without the support from the individuals here, home, at university and at school, we may have not found ourselves here today. So on behalf of us all, I would like to thank our friends and family for your continuous support, love and ears as we frantically balance both time and deadlines. Thank you to the academic staff for your time, wisdom and vision. From the very beginning, I have been made to feel welcome and therefore a valued and respected member of the Leeds Trinity community. Thank you to the Partnerships Office for your hard work, dedication and commitment in securing and maintaining the best possible placements for us. Thank you to my supervisor, Nick Dunn, and to my academic inspiration, Lewis Morgan, for your wise words, guidance and assistance. Your open door policy, care and passion has not only supported me in my academic development, but it has also provided me with a newfound love and enthusiasm for primary science. To my fellow graduates, thank you for your continuous support, knowledge and cooperation. It is both an honour and a privilege to be graduating with you today. Finally, I would like to end by congratulating every single one of you. As one chapter of our lives closes, another one begins. And though this may seem daunting at first, it is a chapter filled with excitement, new adventures, and one that will mould us as individuals, role models, and educators. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavours, and may you all continue to challenge, motivate, and inspire. In the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So on that note, graduates, may education continue to be our greatest endeavour. May this day be filled with happiness, celebrations, love and laughter. Thank you.
Thank you, Kara. You and your classmates have achieved so much and have so much to be proud of. As we can see, the past few years have been unprecedented. I would like to thank everyone here today for their incredible efforts and dedication as part of this. It has been for me inspiring to see, to walk alongside you all and to lead. To you, our graduates, congratulations and well done again for your very special achievements today. We look forward to hearing what comes next for you. Please remember that Leeds Trinity is your university, and we will be here for you whenever you need us. So when you are looking for your next job, are ready for the next academic challenge, or would simply like to stay in touch with fellow graduates, you can count on us to support you every step of the way. That concludes the ceremony. It gives me great pleasure to invite you all to join the reception in the atrium and the marquee just outside as we continue the celebration. Now, may I please ask you to stand for the ceremony procession.